What's the boldest place
Hmm.
you'd like to share a kiss?
In the studio.
Welcome to Real Blind Date, the only show where two people meet for the very first time, no filters, no rehearsals, and yes, they literally can't see each other. Before the big reveal, they'll vote. Thumbs up if they think the other person's into them, or thumbs down if they sense friend zone energy. Then comes the moment of truth. They finally see each other. And one last vote decides it all. Another date or polite, good luck out there. It's awkward. It's bold. It's Real Blind Date. I'm your host, Justin Robitaille. And I promise I can see you clearly. I'd like to welcome Anastasiia and Lucas here today. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for the invitation.
Lucas, would you like to take a moment to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Lucas Bertolino. I was born and raised in Brazil. I've been here for 15 years now. I am a trainer. I do a little bit of modeling, acting on the side. And if I have the time, I'll also do a little bartending. In this economy, you got to do a little bit of everything, right?
Absolutely. You got to wear many, many hats.
Correct. Yeah. And pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here again. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thanks.
And yourself, Anastasiia, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Anastasiia. I'm a digital artist, a little bit of acting, modeling, and I'm working as a bartender. So yeah, trying to survive.
Very nice. It sounds like there's a few check marks there, eh?
She knows how it is.
All right, so I'll start with one question for you, Anastasiia. If your last relationship was a food dish, how would it taste?
That's an interesting question. I'd say it's something like, homemade when you're like tasting the home food, but you're so getting used to it as like when you get the recipe from your mom, but you'll never can make it better or as good as she did.
Very nice. Nothing like mom's home cooked meals. That's very nice. And Lucas, yourself, I'll repeat the question. If your last relationship were a food dish, how would it taste?
Oh, man. I'm trying to think of a respectful dish. It was...
Don't hold back.
It was good while it lasted, but it was a cold soup. It tasted good, but it needed more heat. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. That's my best description of it. Yeah. It was spicy, but not the right temperature, not the right time, I guess. Not the right time.
Needed to marinate a little more.
Needed to marinate it a little more, for sure.
All right, audience, your turn. If your dating style was a food dish, what would it taste like? Comment below. Let's talk about it. And this question's for you, Anastasiia. What's the funniest thing you've ever overheard on someone else's date?
Honestly, yeah, I'm trying not to collect gossips. So I prefer to focus on myself and just because people will never tell like the whole truth about what happened. So it's better not, because I don't want to ruin like this impression that people can just have. So better not.
Very fair. And it's genuine as well. And Lucas, yourself, what's the funniest thing you've ever overheard on someone else's date?
I can't really think of anything that was like funny. I think for me, like if I'm on a date and I really want to pursue that person, etc., like I'm so focused, like I'm so there. I can't think of any date that I've been that I was like, oh, this is going on. Like I try to, stay there, give my full 100% presence. But of course, we're always aware of what's going on around. But I've never really been to a date where like something really funny happened around me. So my answer is just it hasn't happened to me.
That's very fair. It's also really nice that you want to be present in the date, that you're not.
Right? It's important. You got to be like, locked in, and
You said it perfectly. You want to be completely present.
yeah, that's your potential soulmate, right?
Oh, love that. Okay, Anastasia, what's the boldest risk you've taken just to impress someone?
I'd say that I'm like sometimes I'm taking risks just not to impress somebody, but because if it's for someone, like they will find out who I am anyway, and I'm usually just having fun trying to be myself and nothing really crazy.
Yourself, Lucas? What's the boldest risk you've ever taken to impress someone?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm kind of on the same page with Anastasia. Like I haven't really, like I guess I am a bold person when I need to be, but I haven't really like done anything too crazy, Like I'm just there being myself, trying to act normal, at least on the first few dates, I think my weird side comes out a little later, but not to be honest. Like I tend to not hold back. Like I'm just literally being myself. I think if you show, like if you're trying to be somebody else in any way, like Anastasia said, it's gonna come out eventually. So there isn't really a point on, you know what I mean? Like I like to set the expectations as it is, like this is me and this is what you're gonna get. Like this is Lucas, not like this, whatever the case might be, right?
This is me, take it or leave it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rent a Lambo and pick you up in a Lambo. Next thing you know, I don't have a Lambo. Like, what's up?
Now, Anastasia, who's worse to date? Someone who can't commit or someone who rushes commitment?
Well, I'd say it depends, just because can be different. When people rushing things, they will just, you feel like they don't actually need the communication, they don't need you, they just want to like win, they want to get it. So if someone can't commit, I think they'll figure it out, just they need some time. But when somebody's rushing, it's like, watching a car is like going nonstop with no brakes, and you're like, ooh.
You're watching an accident in slow motion.
Yeah, like.
And yourself, Lucas, who's worse to date? Someone who can't commit or someone who rushes commitment?
I would say probably, I think it depends on how much you like the person. Because I think if you really like the person, like if I meet someone and I know for sure like that's the one, which clearly hasn't happened yet, but if that does happen, I think I would also want to commit faster. And I think if that's the case with her, I will probably prefer if the person, like if I'm really into the person, I'll prefer if they're a fast person to commit than a person that really takes their time. Because I feel like if they're taking their time, they're not too sure. Because I've been that guy. Like I've been the one who was not ready to commit, and I've been like thinking too much, overthinking. And for the other person who's like all in, it sucks, right? So if I'm the one who wants to be all in, I would prefer to date the person who's assertive and she's like, yeah, like this is the guy that I want, and I'll be there too, right? Like I'll be like, this is the girl that I want, and then we'll make it work. But if I'm on the shoes where I want to commit fast, like this is the girl, I'm not gonna waste any time, then she's like, flip-flopping around, and it would suck for me. Haven't been there yet, but you're
just waiting and praying.
Exactly.
All right, Anastasia, have you ever ended a date because of just one tiny thing?
No, never. Just because people are different, so we're all making mistakes. I mean, for me, never happened something like that will be too much for me. For tiny things, no.
Okay. And yourself, Lucas? Come on, be honest.
Not something small. Not something small, but we Brazilians, we're known for very heavy, like very high hygiene, People even joke that we like take 3 showers a day. I'm not like that crazy, but like we take hygiene like very serious in Brazil. And one time I was in a date with a girl, and she looked different in photos. and which is okay, you know, it happens. I think we all maybe do a little bit, but she, I don't want to sound mean, but like she put zero perfume on, zero deodorant, teeth were like yellowish, like it was just like very clear. It wasn't like something small. It was like very clear that she just went to the date. I was like, I don't know. To me, that was a big turn off, you know, like. But just because I am the opposite, you know, especially if you're gonna meet someone, you know, it's almost like going to a job interview. You know, you got to be extra prepared. Like, brush your teeth, take a good shower, put some cologne on. We were talking about earlier. Like it's to me is like the very basic. But you know, I hope she's doing fine. I hope she met someone, but it was not for me, unfortunately.
Well, it's always nice, like you said, to as well be present and take a little bit of time to want to impress the person you're
For
out
sure.
with, right?
Yeah, because
Shows good intent.
exactly shows that you're also interested and committed, right? I guess in a way. But again, people have different cultures. People have different, you know, they're just raised different too. So I understood, but I was just like, you know what?
I'll take a pass this
I
time.
respect it, but no thanks.
Now, Anastasia, have you ever gone on a date just to make someone else jealous?
Never. Never. I don't know. First of all, that's not fair. Secondly, that's so stupid because you're not making like this person feel bad. You're making yourself feel bad and another person who is not even involved feel bad. So I'd prefer to be honest with myself, first of all. And that's not a good thing. That's not a good start. You will never be successful. You will never have fun or enjoy the meeting, the date, whatever, if you're making it to, like, if you're doing this to make someone feel bad. So, no.
It's very respectful as
Great,
well.
great answer.
And also, on that note, there is no right or wrong answers, so please feel free to, you know, share your opinions. That goes for you guys watching. Share your opinions in the comments section. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. The like button needs some love too. Now, Lucas, what do you think lies, or who do you think lies more on a date, men or women?
Maybe men, because in the way society works, it's more of like the men trying to impress the girl, right? Like, sorry, I'm trying to like be politically correct here. I'm on eggshells here. I know this is gonna be on YouTube. What I'm trying to say is, I think men, they all want to be the alpha, and a lot of guys, instead of being themselves, which again, going back to that question, I think is the best way to go about it. Like, show who you are, what you do, instead of like, you know, try to flex online and like have all these fake things about who you are. I don't think they'll go right. But I think men kind of do that a little bit more on dates. If I were to, I don't know. Initially, I thought it was 50-50, but now I think like because guys are more of the chasers, they're like, oh, this is what I got, so, you know, come with me kind of thing. Whereas like girls are like, I don't know. It's an interesting question. I think girls, I think because of that. I think because men's are more of the chasers. They have to, at least from what I see, a lot of guys try to flex and like show a different reality of their lifestyle. So the girls are like, okay, you know what? This is a good match for me.
Maybe a little too much.
Maybe a little too much. Exactly. And also, when you look the other way around, guys don't really care for the most part. From what I see, guys don't really care if a girl has a Lamborghini or like, you know, for things like that. I think. So for a guy, it's more like I gotta show that I got my shit together. You know what I mean? Sorry, am I allowed to say shit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And yourself, Anastasia?
Well, I'd say that I agree about that. It's about how you're trying to, you know, present yourself. But I'd say some girls can lie a lot, so they will attract the attention they want and they need. So I think it depends on what side of the dating apps you are, because I can say I'm not using date apps, so it's hard to tell because I don't trust those people at all. I think they're all like on one another hand, they're like lying anyway. But yeah, it just depends on what side of dating app you are.
Totally fair answer as well. I guess you have to be a little more clear on which app.
Which app, and it's still like the recommendations they're based on what you're putting in your profile.
Mm-hmm.
So it also depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, your intentions. That's very true. Very important.
Now, speaking of online, Lucas, what's the strangest compliment you've ever received online?
I've been told I have a nice nose. To me, it was super odd. And eyelashes too. I've been told I have nice eyelashes. Just to me, it's just a very random compliment for a guy to receive, you know? I had a girl tell me I have a nice nose, and I also had more than once girls tell me that I have nice eyelashes. I'm like, okay.
We share that. I've been complimented on my eyelashes before too.
So random, right? As a guy, like out of everything you could have complimented on. But yeah, I'll take it.
I take care of these bad boys.
I'm like, come on, man. I work out, I do all of this, and you compliment my eyelashes. I'll take it, I guess.
Well, you do have nice eyelashes.
Oh,
Lucas.
thank you. Yeah,
You're welcome.
Thanks.
And yourself, Anastasia? What's the strangest compliment you've received online?
I'm trying to remember because mostly people are saying like about my eyes, and they're like, "Oh, is that a contact?" I'm like, "No." Everybody's asking about it, but I can't say it's weird. It's just the way they see it. But it's hard to tell. Usually so the weirdest one was when people find out the height. They're like, "Oh, you're so tiny. That's so sweet." And it feels so awkward, honestly, because I feel like, hey, they're thank you so much. I feel like everybody's taller than me all the time. That's why I wear high heels.
There you go. I'm going to explain a definition of something because I haven't heard it before. Do you know what zombieing is?
Zombieing in?
Yeah, zombieing. It's like ghosting. So I'll give you a definition first before I ask the question. So ghosting, you're suddenly cutting off all communication without explanation, right? Now zombieing is when someone comes back from the dead after ghosting you.
I figured. That's funny.
Yes, it was the first time I heard it. So I wanted to make sure that, we talk about that before I ask the question. So,
sure.
Lucas, what dating trend or fad do you secretly hate?
Such as
zombieing or ghosting.
Oh, like which terms do I hate?
Yeah.
Or the actual action?
Well,
like
I would say the action and the term would probably coincide. Like that just bothers you that people even do this or it's a thing at all.
I don't know. I'm such an unbothered person. Like I'm so easygoing. Nothing really bothers me unless like I haven't really been in that situation, but I feel like as a guy, if you put in too much effort and then the girl ghosts you, that's I mean, nobody wants to be ghosted, right? I've been quote unquote like ghosted in situations where I didn't really care. So to me, it didn't make much of a difference. But I think if it was the case of me really liking someone and putting a lot of effort and then getting ghosted, that probably sucks. So with that being said, I'll probably go with ghosting, I guess. Because at least zombieing, you're getting a little taste here and there. You're not fully cut out, but there's something, there's hope.
They just poke their head back in at the end. Like,
exactly. I've been a zombie a few times. So I what can I say? But I also think you need to be very self-aware and understand that, for example, if a person is zombieing you, you need to understand like, okay, this person is not taking me serious. Like you need to also be aware of where you stand, because I feel like I have friends like that they've been hurt or they like hated someone because they've been in situations like that. And I'm like, dude, if she's zombieing you or if she ghosted you, it's because she's not interested. You just gotta move on. You can't keep like don't keep your hopes on someone who, like, if someone is clearly not interested in being something serious with you, why are you going to keep hurting yourself or putting expectations in that person, right? Now you're just doing it to yourself, basically. Unless you are enjoying getting zombied around, right?
Yeah, like a cat and mouse game.
Yeah.
But I guess that's the problem with zombie is they'll disappear forever and then they're gonna latch back on and be like, I'm still here,
Yeah.
just to pester you.
Yeah.
All right, Lucas, have you ever said yes to a date you knew that you were gonna regret?
I haven't said yes to a date that I wouldn't regret, but I've said yes to go to someone's house and then I regret. Am I allowed to say? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
absolutely.
I won't go as much further than that. But I've regretted just, someone inviting me over. I got there, and then it was just, I don't know. It was just too time consuming and too energy consuming, and I was like, I should have just went to bed, type of thing. But I haven't been to a date. I take dates more serious, like if it's like a real thing, then I'm like, I haven't been in a really bad date when I was like, oh my God, I need to go now. Yeah. Also because I think I like to really see what I'm getting into and then go on the date. And then, I think there's a little bit of information that you want to find out before you even go to the date, right? You don't want to, like, I'm not going to go like too quick. I prefer to see what I'm getting into and then we go and then we will both see what we're getting into and then go from there.
And assess the situation.
Yeah. I don't like to say yes. I don't like to just go too easy because then, again, you're both just wasting your time, right? You need to know where you're getting into, right?
Very respectful.
Intentions, etc.
Yeah, intentions. And yourself, Anastasiia, same question for you. Have you ever said yes to a date you knew you would regret?
No,
No?
never.
Same thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to save my time and the person's time, so it's better to say no and just, leave.
Now, this one will go to you, audience. How about you? Have you ever said yes to a date you knew you'd regret? Please leave your story in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to drop us a like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content. Now, Anastasiia, if you had to pick great conversation but no attraction, or attraction with awkward silence, what would you prefer?
I prefer a great conversation because when you're speaking to someone and you feel that they are like, they can tell you lots of interesting things and you feel that the conversation goes smoothly and nice, you will gain an attraction anyway. But without the good conversation, just an attraction is gonna burn out fast.
And yourself, Lucas?
Tough one. I mean, it's not tough. I think I'll probably go with conversation too, but yeah, no, I think conversation. It's you want to have a little bit of both, right? You want a good balance, but
For sure.
But yeah, good conversation because I think I've been on both, and they both kind of suck. But like completely dead silence is like, you feel like the person has no brain, But if the person, but sometimes the person is just shy too, and I guess you just gotta kind of like pull that side of them out, which would be great. But yeah, no, a good conversation is very important. It's always I love a good conversation.
Anastasiia, do you think partners should share their locations on their phone?
That's well, I'd say so. If somebody's going somewhere, they're not sure what's gonna happen, or it seems like dangerous, or it seems tricky, you can if you're both agree. But all the time, no. That's usually tell about you, like you have trust issues. And it's better not to project this on the partner because first of all, if you're building a relationship, you need to trust each other normally. And if you're unsure about something, it's better to talk about it. That's the best thing to solve all the problems. Be honest and talk, discuss, but not like try to monitor a person. They're not your dog.
Yourself, Lucas? Do you have?
That's a good
do you
answer.
agree or?
I've been in a situation. I've had jealous girlfriends before, but at the time, I've been single for like 2 years now. But at the time, this wasn't really a thing just yet. I feel like everyone now, and this like I've noticed that people in relationships now, I keep hearing about that, like location sharing and all that. To me, it's something new. I'm not in favor of that, but I think because I've had jealous girlfriends before, like I wouldn't want to feed it. I agree with Anastasia. I think conversation, communication is key, is the most important thing. And I think you need, because I've also been a jealous person, and I've also had jealous girlfriends, and I know how it is. Like I've taken notes from both sides, and I think communication is the most important, but you also gaining, especially in the beginning. I think once you gain someone's trust, it's a different thing, you know. That's how it was with me. Like my very first girlfriend, I was very jealous in the beginning. I'm like, this is all new. I've heard 1,000 of different stories, and as far as I know, I've never really been cheated on. But in the beginning, I've been jealous before, but I've also had crazy jealous girlfriends. And I think if it was this day and age, I'll probably get tracked. But again, communication is important. I think you got to build the trust first. But I also, in a way, if I'm with someone, I'm with you. And like, if that's what it takes, like if you want to know where I am, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm going to be like, this is where I am. Like, I'll send you my location. It's not a big deal. But again, the reason why I think communication is so important, because you don't want to just keep feeding that, right? You need to see how obsessed and how psycho the person is. Because one thing is normal, I think, to be jealous to a certain point. And the other thing is like, you're 2-3 years into the relationship, you've given the person no reason to be jealous, and they still want to know where you are 24/7. And I think that's a little too crazy.
It's pushing it.
Yeah. So I think, you know, if it's in the beginning, she's still like getting to trust me, I'll send her my location. I don't really care. I won't have a password on my phone. It's not a big deal. But you know, once we build that trust, like, babe, calm down. You know?
Yeah. And trust comes, so you have to earn it, I guess, and
yeah,
give somebody the room to
show
earn
them
it.
first. Like,
As
this is
well.
how I am. This is who I am. I know you've had cheater boyfriends in the past, but I'm different. This is what I do. This is how I work. You know, the relationship, like, this is who I am. And then I think once that's built and she sees that, if she's normal, she will
Fingers
accept.
crossed, eh?
Yeah, she won't want the location anymore.
Now, Anastasia, do you believe in dating outside your typical type, or is it a waste of time?
I do. It's always like you're always trying to find out about yourself too, so you'll never know. Sometimes you can strict yourself in one type, but after that you will see a person you never ever thought about, and you're like, oh my god, where this person been all my life, or like all this time? So I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can.
You can be surprised.
Yeah.
And yourself, Lucas, do you believe dating outside your type is a waste of time, or?
No, I think I've dated it within my type, and I've dated outside of my type, if you want to call it. When I first started dating, I dated like within my culture, and I thought that was my thing. I'm like, okay, I'm Brazilian, I'm Latino. Like, I can't really go out of this. Not because it was more of like my preference. But then I went to the Philippines, and long story short, I met someone there, and I really liked the person there, and I was like, oh, like I can, you know, it's not like I don't really have I started to realize like, oh, I don't really have a type. I think like you like someone, and I kind of carry that till this day. However, I do think culture plays a big role. I've dated outside of my culture and within my culture, and I think having more things having more similarities helps a lot, rather than dating someone whose views are completely different than yours, right? Culturally speaking, or anyway, politically speaking, etc. Like, there's so many. I think the more in common you have, I think the easier it is to
the puzzle
know?
pieces fit.
Yeah,
just
you
a
have
little.
family values, you have this, you have that. I think it's easier to, to connect. But I'm very open-minded. Like, I don't see it like how I used to. Before I used to be like, oh, Brazilians are my thing, or Colombians, or like Latinas. Right? I thought that was my thing because of that's who I am. But nowadays, I'm like, if I like someone, if the person is a good person, has values, I think we'll go from there. That's the most important thing, like the base, right?
Somewhere to start from.
What's that?
I said something to build on.
Exactly.
And Anastasiia, do you believe should couples always combine finances or keep them separate?
That's a tricky question, I'd say, because I've seen different patterns, like when people were combining finances, when they were separate them. And I think it's a personal thing that you cannot, try to like put on everybody, because some people feel absolutely comfortable with sharing finances and they're good and it's helping them too, because they work in different jobs or they have different income and they can cover each other. But some people are absolutely fine with separating their funds, and they're fine with that because they can spend like money for their own needs and then just cooperate when it's really important. So it depends on the person. And for me, again, I'm fine with both. It just depends on the partner I have.
Yourself, Lucas?
Yeah, no, I love what you said. I think I've seen both, and I've also listened to like different financial podcasts where they don't even talk about that topic specifically, but that has been a topic of conversation. And I think I agree with her. I think it really depends on the situation too, right? Like, if your partner is a millionaire, then imagine being a girl and like splitting rent with your millionaire boyfriend. Like, that just makes no sense. Like, that's crazy. But if you make them around the same amount of money, like, I think all these things matter. Like, I think it needs to be something where it will really depend on the relationship, and where you both sit down and you both kind of have an idea of how much you make, and what you said, like, certain things are very important, and certain things that need to be shared. And also, like, are you just boyfriend and girlfriend, or are you married? You know what I mean? And once you're married, like, my sister is married and she has 5 kids. So she's not working. She's being a mom full time, obviously. So, obviously in that situation, she's not going to be, splitting anything. Like, my brother-in-law, which is, shout out to my brother-in-law, is an amazing guy. He takes care of the home. He works hard, food on the table, anything she needs, he's there for her. So I think all these things matter, right? Are you married? How much are you both making? And again, as a guy, you want to be the provider, right? Like, I think it's in us. It's, it's part of our nature in a way. So, but again, you could also be a guy who makes, $50K a year and you're married to J-Lo. How is that gonna go?
That's such an interesting way to look at the question, and that's like it's a curveball. Yeah, if your partner is,
yeah, there's so much to think of. Gender roles, how much, who's making how much, married couples, there's all these things to put in there. But I really agree with her. I think she kind of said the same thing, just in a different way.
Yeah. And also on that note, shout out to Lucas's sister and
brother-in-law
and his brother-in-law as well. Sounds like a lovely family.
They really are.
Now, Anastasiia, do you believe it's acceptable to flirt with others while you're in a relationship, as long as nothing physical happens?
I'd say not really. Just because for me, I don't want to make my partner uncomfortable and insecure, because I want to make sure that they can trust me and I can trust them, so they know I'll never do anything that will make them thinking about, is it worth it? So, and for me, I don't want it. So I don't know about the other people. Some people are like absolutely okay with that. It's like a style of how they talk, but still, I'd say more no than yes.
Yourself, Lucas?
I think 100% no. It's not cool. Like, like why would you even be flirting? Like, what's, on both sides. Like, there's no reason. There's no gaining for that, unless you're dating someone which wouldn't be my case, but like unless you're dating someone who is in the industry of, I don't know, OnlyFans. The girl has OnlyFans. Like her job is basically to, that's how she's gonna make her money, right? So I guess but again, you would be going already into the relationship knowing that. But me personally, no, I don't think it's cool on any situation to be flirting around if you have a girlfriend.
Well, I commend you as well if to look at it situationally like that.
What's that?
I said I commend you for looking at it situationally, depending on the job.
Yeah. Like if you're gonna get in a relationship with someone who has OnlyFans, for example, then you gotta, you already know what to expect.
You gotta learn to deal with the fans.
Exactly. I guess. Yeah, that's a tough one, but good luck to whoever's in that situation out there. Shout out to you. You're a brave man. Good luck.
Now, Lucas, would you rather a partner who overshares, like just tells you everything about everything, or who hides a little bit too much?
About our relationship?
Just in general. I think, there's people out there that overshare everything, and then there's people that keep...
To me or to others?
To you, in the relationship.
They overshare their life to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind that. I like that. I mean, yeah, I like that. I see it as like once you're with someone, like that's your person for life, Like if that's your goal and that's that person's goal, like if you're not wasting each other's time, then oversharing is fine. Like
tell me everything.
It's important. Yeah, tell me everything. I'll tell you everything. I'm an open book. I think when you have a lot to hide, and shit gets weird, But if you're willing to spend your whole life with that person, then give me all the information. I'm ready,
Yeah, and don't hold back,
Yeah,
flaws
but if
in everything.
Exactly.
But that's how you grow.
Yeah, and I think that's how you help the other person grow too, because when they overshare, I guess it's, if you're mature enough, you're able to help that other person maybe fix things that need to be fixed, I guess, in their lives, right? Mm-hmm. If that's the case, right? Now, if it was oversharing to the public, then I'm not like that. I'm very like, in a way, very conservative when it comes to the relationship. Like I don't think you need to overshare what's happening,
Yeah, this family is our business. And
yeah, in every aspect of life. Like I think it's good to share like the basics, but I think some people overshare a little too much, especially in social media nowadays. You see so much stuff. Like they're like, okay, I did not need to know this.
Or asking someone else for advice on your relationship.
That too.
Dangerous,
that is
right?
Very dangerous. That's very dangerous. I've seen so many situations like that. And for some reason, I'm in my group of friends, I'm the guy who advises for some reason. So like I try to never pick sides, but I have a lot of friends that sometimes they overshare too much. I'm cool with that because I keep it to myself. Like I know how to keep, their secrets, but like it's important to who you tell your secrets to, because not everyone is going to be very real with you, and they'll pick sides, and that's when the problem becomes, that's when things can become an issue, because you start opening up. And imagine if all your friends are on your side, they're picking your side. They're like, oh no, you know what, Justin, you're right. She didn't deserve you, or whatever the case might be, right? Then that's gonna completely shift your mindset, and that might ruin your relationship, even though you're the person that was on the wrong, right?
That's right.
I'm very honest. Like if you tell me something and I see that you're wrong, I don't care if you're my friend. I'll be like, bro, you're an idiot. You messed this up. And,
very wise.
You should do this. You should do that.
Seem like a really good friend to have in your corner.
I try. Thanks. I try. Sorry, I talk too much. Sorry, babe.
That's fine.
Oh, I love it. The babe. Now, Anastasia, same question to you.
Oversharing, I'd pick that one just because if you just feel just a little bit, overwhelmed, and you feel that you have too much information, still can, just filter it if you need it. But if a person shares with you, even if the person that overshares with you, that means they trust you enough. So, and that's a really fragile thing. So try not to break it.
That's right. And it's hard to earn it back.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a really, really
Sometimes I
fragile
have to say it might add to the strength of your relationship too, when you go through something difficult.
So wait, Anastasia, are you pro oversharing or you're against oversharing
No,
in
I'm
a
pro
relationship?
oversharing. That's
Okay.
fine.
I see.
Okay, Anastasia, I'm going to move into a little bit more sexy or spicy questions, if I may. So, Anastasia, what's the hottest first move someone's made on you?
Good question. I'm really into like fantasy books and movies. So, one person is not trying to be like better than they are, and they are honest, and they just caring, and they just, it's so hard to tell how I feel and see it in my head. But yeah, if a person just doing something you did not expect, and it's like really like a good move, I'd say that's the thing. I really love smart people. So I think the smartness of a person is like the hottest thing, I'd say.
And yourself, Lucas, same question. What's the hottest first move someone's made on you?
Physical?
Sure. Yeah.
Come on, let's spice this up. I don't know. I think my mom, dad, are you watching this? Hopefully not. As a virgin man, I usually make the first move. Like I can't think of any time that a girl made a move, to be honest. I mean, no, there has been times, but like date-wise, I don't know. I'm usually the one that makes the move. And I think that's a pretty common answer, right? As a guy, for the most part, I think guys make the first move, right? I think the girl's already kind of expecting it too, in a way. It's very rare where I've been in a situation where the girl made a move like that. Yeah.
Well, the night's still young.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Anastasia, do you like being teased or do you prefer things to escalate quickly?
It depends. It depends on the person, depends on the situation. But if you're being teased and you know that it's not gonna end, that's really interesting part.
Yourself, Lucas?
If I like being teased?
Yeah. Do you like being teased or do you prefer to escalate things quickly?
It
doesn't have to be you escalating things. Do you prefer things to escalate
I like
quickly?
to take my time.
Yes?
I like to take my time. I don't like to rush things.
Every moment counts.
Every moment counts. Foreplay is important, guys.
There you go. What do you think about foreplay? Leave it in the comment section.
Let us know your favorite foreplay in the comments, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, I'm going to jump back to you, Lucas.
Yes.
What's one thing, non-physical, that instantly makes someone more attractive to you, in your opinion?
I love how you said non-physical. Because all my answers have been leaning towards physical. You're like, all right, Lucas, calm down. Non-physical. I like a girl that is sweet. Like, I like when a girl is just, like that feminine sweetness, like delicate in a way. To me, is very attractive. A girl who's sweet, but I think more than sweet, someone who's kind. Like when I see, but not kind like giving money to the homeless. Kind as in like, because I was raised to treat anybody the same way. Like I don't care if I know it's very cliche, right? But like if you're the CEO or the janitor, I'll treat you the same way. Like I was literally raised like that. Like I just believe in like being positive the whole time, just having good energy. I think that really goes a long way. So when I meet someone that would kind of match that, like when I meet a girl and I can see that she's like sweet and kind to others, regardless of who they are, gender, race, I love that. It's like, we'll raise some good kids together.
Respect.
Type of vibe.
And yourself, Anastasia, same question to you. What's one thing non-physical that instantly makes someone more attractive? The
They're
brain.
smart. Yeah,
The mind.
exactly. Yeah.
A high IQ gentleman.
Well, kinda.
Yeah, that's important for sure.
Okay, Anastasia, what's the boldest place you'd want to share a kiss?
Not to be boring, because streets is like, you can see people kissing on the street all the time. I don't know, that's a good question for me, but I'd say maybe it's gonna be more like romantic, something like, the activity you're sharing, and like when everything goes to a kiss and you don't care about the environment.
Well
Something
said.
like this.
Very well said. And Lucas, yourself?
What was the question again? The most bold, was it?
Yeah, what's the boldest place
Hmm.
you'd like to share a kiss?
In the studio.
I'm
joking. I'm totally
Ooh, I
kidding,
can feel
babe.
those-
I'm
the
joking. I'm
heat
joking.
there.
I would say like the beach, like somewhere like it has to be somewhere where I haven't done it, or
No, just in general.
just in general.
Yeah. Your ideal
Yeah.
place to
An
be
airplane
romantic.
bathroom,
Oh, the Mile High Club.
right? Airplane bathroom, probably.
So, Anastasia, would you ever try a playful game to spice up a date?
Yeah, why not? I mean, again, you can, when you're like with someone you're comfortable with and you feel like it, so why not? It's always like bringing something interesting in your life and your relationship, making it random and making it more interesting. Especially, like, of course, if your partner is okay with that.
You should have that conversation first, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
And yourself, Lucas?
100%. I am very open-minded. Like if my partner wants to, play games, role play, I'm in.
Any examples?
Not that I've been in a situation. Again, I'm a good virgin boy, but I would like role playing for sure. Like if the other person is like, hey, let's be superheroes tonight. Let's be professor and student. Like I'm open-minded. But I've also played cards before. That just came to my mind. There's like card games. There's like all kinds of games. I think again, right? Like the relationship is not just about what you're into. I'm honestly like I'm very easygoing, like kind of like quote unquote easy to please. But if the person I'm with, if she's into playing whatever, then yeah, let's do it.
Then respect. Huh?
Yeah, I'll respect it. Even if it's like, I don't know, she could have like a weird kink. I'll be like, okay, whatever it is.
Well, on that note.
Not whatever, but for the most part.
On that note, though, what's the sexiest outfit someone could wear for you, Lucas?
Cut. No. Nothing. I'm kidding. I don't know. I'm not huge into the whole. Like I think it's fun. It's interesting, but like I've never really had like something that like, oh, this really turns me on. Like, if she's a student or if she's a nurse. Like I've never really had anything like that like, would drive me crazy. I think as long as she's dressing something, sexy, I think it's enough. It doesn't have to be like the best lingerie or the there's nothing specific in my opinion. I think if you look good, let's spice it up. But if not too, like, there's nothing specific personally. What about you, babe?
I'm an artist, so I
Ooh.
see things a bit different. I'd say suit. Maybe no jacket, but yeah, a classic suit. Always looks good.
A what?
A suit. Like
a
classic
suit. Oh, okay. Like a full suit or like
maybe no jacket, but yeah.
no
looks,
jacket.
Yeah, just a shirt, so it looks good.
Just a dress shirt.
Is that shirt open?
Bow tie or no, or just unbuttoned down?
Can be both. Tie looks good too.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, Anastasia, how important is physical chemistry compared to emotional connection?
I'd say 10. You need to be emotionally connected to a person. I mean, for somebody, it's not important. I know people that are like, they don't even care. They don't need to know a person to is like quick thing they're just going into, going out of. But for me, it's important to be emotionally connected to a person.
To be physical.
Yep.
And yourself, Lucas, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is physical chemistry over emotional connection?
I think emotional is more important for sure. I can't think of a specific number, like how I would split it 60-40, but for sure emotional, because looks fade, right? And like if you want to grow old with the person and then the person just, eventually we're all gonna be all, stiff, a little curved, and that's just part of life. And I think having that emotional connection, like my parents they've been married for I want to say like they've been married for almost 40 years now, and it's beautiful to see. My dad is my mom and my dad are both not in the best shape they've ever been in their lives, but they still love each other so much. Like they still have that connection, and I don't know, it's beautiful to see. But of course, if you grow old with someone, you're never gonna be like always working for each other, and I think that's just part of life, right? But yeah, again, looks fade, and I think once you're long enough in a relationship, you start to. I think a lot of relationships nowadays are lacking that the most, right? A lot of people are getting in the wrong relationships for the wrong reason. They're like, oh, this girl's so hot, and then they'll get it. I have friends that have been in a situation many times. Many friends, they're like, oh, this girl, and I'm like, dude, there's so many red flags here. Like, calm down. Like, don't go. Again, as I told you earlier, right? I'm the friend that, like, I'll be very honest with you. Like, I'll tell you what I see, and I think it's important, right? And if you care for your friend, you gotta watch out for those things too, guys and girls. Same with girls, right? Like, you might look at a guy and like he might be the perfect man, 10 out of 10, and if there's no emotional connection, then it's just a piece of meat. Imagine being years together with that person.
That's right, with zero.
So draining.
Yeah, zero emotional connection.
Yeah, that sucks. So yeah, more emotional than physical. The physical, I guess, needs to be there a little bit, but definitely shouldn't be the priority.
Now I'm going to finish this off with a sentence, and you can finish my sentence. Who would like to go first? Any volunteers?
I can go first.
Lucas, the wildest place I ever had sex was?
The beach.
The beach. The beach comes up a lot.
It does. I bet it does, yeah. If I ever had sex.
That's right. That's
Mom,
right.
Dad.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically. That's why it took me so long to answer.
You had to think of the story. Eh?
Sex must be so good. I would want to do it everywhere. But definitely the beach.
And yourself, Anastasiia, if I were to say the sentence, the craziest place I've ever had sex was?
A little bit before I answer, I'm into like LARP. It's I'm not sure if you know what it is, but it's like role play when you're going to the woods and you're dressing up like a fantasy character or a book character, and you're like spending there a few days acting. So maybe that place.
What do you call that again?
In character, LARP.
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 Yeah, LARP.
So how does that go? You both choose a character?
So there's like a lot of people over there. It's like a lot of people. They're going to the woods. They have their own plots. They're following, but you can be whoever you want. You can choose the character and just go there and have fun.
You know what? I got invited to something similar to this one time. Interesting. Does that involve like some acting as well?
Oh yeah, a lot of acting. Like for all those days you're there, it's usually 3 to 5. You just pretend to be someone else, like a character that you're choosing. So
that's interesting.
You can be a demon hunter or you can be a superhero, whatever. It depends on the game.
May I ask what's your favorite character to dress up as?
I always was an elf. Always. I don't know why.
I love elves, and I also love role-playing games, and I've always been very much into these things, so that's awesome.
You would definitely pull off the look.
The elf?
You would pull off the elf look 100%.
I don't
Oh,
even.
yeah.
I don't
The
even
blue
need prosthetics.
eyes. What? No, that's not what I meant. I mean, like just the nice hair. They give you
Oh,
like a
thank
nice
you,
long wig.
Lucas.
You got the light color
No,
eyes.
you don't even
Why?
need a wig. Honestly, no. I mean, it just depends on how you're staying in character. And yeah, actually, he's right. You look like a
You would
pretty
pull
good
it
fit
off.
for an elf role.
That sounds like a fantastic place to have a second date.
Right? A
Yeah.
second date.
A second date.
Wait, what characters are you into? Like what is the guy character you're into?
Mm,
If you were in that scenario and you're being a cute little elf, what would you want the guy to be?
I'd say elf is good still.
Another elf?
I
A high
love,
elf.
I love elves. Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, dragons. They are cool. They are like a bit of a royalty, but they're it's hard to describe. They feel like something like with lots of wisdom. They're really deep characters that you can talk to, and they can show you the world, and they know a lot of things more than in any elf can. So
Interesting. How many times have you done this?
for 4 years.
Oh, you've been doing it for 4 years.
Yeah, every summer, every spring, I was there.
Oh wow.
That's awesome. I have a brother. Shout out to my brother. He's also into the medieval role playing. So they'll go out and they do sword fighting. And
Oh yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's
I did the
very
same, yeah.
interesting stuff. You do it as well?
yeah, sword fighting. That's what I'm like. Sword fighting. And also, I just participated in a tournament, and I had no idea how to hold the spear to fight, but I almost got us the first place over there.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
I was doing whatever I just feel it's gonna be right.
So on that note, I'm going to ask you first, Anastasia.
Mm-hmm.
Does your date sound like someone who's more romantic, chaotic, or unpredictable?
It can be combined.
Yeah, you could combine a few of them.
Yeah,
you could
it
use
can
all
be
three. But
combined. Because if the person is just romantic, it's gonna get too obvious. I'll be like, oh yeah, I know that is gonna happen. But yeah, a little bit of everything, I'd say.
and yourself, Lucas, do you think Anastasia sounds like someone who's more romantic, chaotic, or unpredictable?
I also want to say a little bit of everything. I was not predicting that last whole conversation, going to the woods and all of that. That was very
But now you're
interesting.
thinking about it.
Yeah, that was very interesting. So yeah, definitely unpredictable. She doesn't seem to be chaotic, but I think you see the chaos later on with everybody. Well, but she doesn't seem to be someone chaotic. I can kind of sense the romantic side a little bit too. Yeah, a little bit of everything for sure.
Now, Lucas, what vibe are you imagining? An elegant dinner date or a wild party for a second date, if there is going to be one?
What was the first option?
An elegant dinner?
Or a party?
Yeah, or a wild party environment.
Oh man, I've left the party scene probably too early. I've had my days, but I definitely probably not a party. Unless it's a party in the woods. I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, probably not a party, but I would too. Like again, I'm open-minded. Like if I really like someone, I'm like, like if I'm seeing a girl and she wants to go to a party, I'm down to a party. But for the most part, probably something like a dinner, something more chill.
Yourself, Anastasia?
Dinner.
Dinner?
Dinner.
Dinner, maybe a movie.
Yeah, party is like a thing that is distracting you a lot. Lots of people. I don't like too crowded places.
You know what? I just want to add something to this. Maybe it will be helpful for the viewers. But I think it's very important too, even though, again, I'm not pro the party side of things, but I think it's very nice to also see, doesn't have to be the second date, it could be later on, but I think it's also very important to see how people interact with other people. Like it's nice to see people in social environments too, because if you're always just going on one-on-one dates, then you never really get to see them how it could even be on their end. Like you could go to a party with their friends, whoever you're dating, right? Just to kind of, see how they are around other people too, right? Because you get to see other things, what I mentioned earlier, for example, right? Like you get to see how nice the person is, how, there's so many other characteristics that you see when they're not just one-on-one with you, right?
Yeah, that's
So-
very wise.
Very important, yeah. Because like you could be dating like a serial killer, like the person is like perfect one-on-one, and then you see them in like social environments and they're like completely like off, or they're just shy. Again, it's up to you to judge, right? You gotta be, you gotta look for details.
Yeah, it's good to have both options, I'd imagine.
Yeah, for sure.
You know who you're eating dinner with.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, Anastasiia, if your date tonight looks nothing like what you imagined, would you still give it a chance?
Just because personality is more important, I'd say, because that happened a few times. I just noticed that you can just look at a person, you're like, okay, so not my type, about like the appearance of a person. But then you start like talking more, you're spending more time together, and you feel absolutely different. So it changed of how the person looks like in your eyes. So yeah.
Very nice. And yourself, Lucas?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying. I think it's important to, again, what we said earlier, right? Like looks is not everything.
It's not everything,
But it obviously adds up. But yeah, I like a lot of the things that I've heard too.
I think it goes back to what we were talking about, emotional and physical together.
Mm-hmm.
So one other question, Anastasiia, would you prefer your date to be totally your type or a complete surprise?
Complete surprise.
Yourself, Lucas?
I don't look like an elf, I can tell you that. I look more like a gladiator, I think. More like
That's fine.
Aragorn? What was his name?
Aragorn.
Yeah, Aragon.
What's his name?
Aragon?
Aragon.
Yeah.
Aragon was the
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, he was the main gladiator, the main human, right?
Yes, I believe he was. He was the Strider.
With more
guess
brown
he would-
features, like brown hair, like black hair. Okay, that was him.
He also was in love with an elf.
He was. Would you look at that? Do you look like an elf, Anastasiia?
If you like, kind of like blonde hair, blue eyes.
Well,
What if
we're
that
about
counts?
to find out.
What if I tell you I look like a dwarf? Would you still go out with me?
Whatever.
Aragon. What's his name again? Aragon.
Aragon.
Aragon, but 5'2".
Really?
No, I'm joking. I just wanted an answer from you.
Well, I have a question. So I'm going to ask you both to close your eyes. Then I'm going to count to 3. And if you can give a thumbs up or thumbs down to the camera, or just thumbs up or thumbs down, whether or not you think your date is interested in you. So 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. Now, if you can keep your eyes closed, no peeking. So I'm going to count to 3, and you can meet your date. 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Do we hug? What do we do?
If you would you like to hug?
Sure. I'm a hugger, so. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you can definitely pass as an elf. I see it. I
Yeah,
see it
that's what I
100%.
said. Blue eyes, blonde hair.
Right on.
It'll work.
Was I correct with the
Yes.
Aragon look?
Yes.
Okay. I also been growing my hair, so I felt like, I could connect with the character a little bit when you started bringing up all the swords in the woods.
I can see it too.
You can see
Yep.
it. There you go.
You would make a fine Aragon.
Would I? Okay.
So, Anastasiia, what's the first thing you noticed when you saw Lucas?
Smile. Oh, he smiles.
And yourself, Lucas, what's the first thing you noticed when you met Anastasiia for the
The
first time?
eyes. She was already talking about the eyes, right? Like the having green eyes. Yeah, there you go.
Now, Anastasiia, does Lucas's look change how you felt about their answers?
No, I say like everything is still like going like smoothly. So I'd say I expected that he's gonna look like this.
Great. And yourself, Lucas?
I'm a little bit surprised. Even the earring, like I'll tell you why. Because what's your background?
Ukrainian.
Ukrainian. I've been meeting a lot of Ukrainians lately, just on set, different people. One of my good friends is Ukrainian, but I was also mixing that specific look with trying to add the whole, like all these last conversations that we had about the woods and the characters. I could kind of see a little. It matches now. It makes more sense. Yeah. So yeah, I was a little bit impressed, but also not. As in, like, I was not surprised, but I was. It's weird. She's got the Ukrainian look, but like the plaid shirt, the sword there, like, it surprised me a little bit because I was already expecting you to be Ukrainian. I could hear a little bit of the accent.
Yeah.
And that's why in my mind you had a certain look because of all the other Ukrainian people that I've seen on set. But then you got a touch of the
Yeah.
the last conversation that we had.
Yeah.
I like it.
Very nice. It's nice to have a surprise.
Yeah, right on.
Now, did Lucas, did Anastasia's presence feel stronger or softer than expected?
Once you remove the wall, it felt the same. Like I didn't feel like, I don't know. I feel like we already broke all the ice. Like I'm a very social person already. So to me, I wasn't like, I wasn't. It was good. It was like I feel at home. I feel good.
Hearing that, and yourself,
Yeah.
Anastasia, same question to you.
I'd say like that I felt like it's pretty same. Yeah. So I'm like, I was expecting something like that. Like, look, it's gonna be like look like this, and just based on the conversation. So nothing like surprise.
No surprise.
Yeah.
No surprises. Okay, I'm going to ask you to finish one more sentence, and I'll start with you, Lucas.
Let's hear it.
One thing I want you to know about me is.
Hey, last time you started with me, that's not fair. You gotta start with her now.
Do you know what? Agreed. Anastasia, please finish this sentence. One thing I want you to know about me is.
We're talking about a lot of things. It's hard to. I'm a voice actor. I don't know. I'm gonna tell that.
That's good. You make lots of voices around the house.
Yeah, I mean, it was like for 3 or 4 years back in Ukraine. So I was trying to work a lot about on acting too, but mostly I was giving my voice to characters on YouTube projects and podcasts.
Very nice.
That's pretty cool.
Does anybody recognize the voice? Leave it in the comment section.
Let us know.
And as well for you, Lucas, you still got to answer that question. One thing I want you to know about me is.
Man, and I had enough time to think, and I couldn't think of anything. I feel like I already said so much about me. I'm very family oriented. I don't know if that's something. We might have already got that, but I guess it's something that I could add to it.
Seems important. It's very important.
Exactly. I was trying to think of something that is important. I could add, but I'm very family oriented. I want to have a bunch of kids if I can, type of thing, A bunch of little elves. Nah.
All right, so I've got one more for you. I'm going to ask you both to close your eyes. Now, a thumbs up or thumbs down if there's going to be a second date. 1, 2, 3. You can open your eyes and look. Keep your thumbs the way they were. But we got to have
I need
a
more
straight
time to
answer.
think. Hold on. Let me close my eyes again.
So we'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We got 2 thumbs up. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to drop us a like. Leave your questions in the comment if you want to get it featured here, and please subscribe. if you would like to follow our content. Thanks again. I'm Justin Robitaille. This is Real Blind Date. I would like to thank Anastasia and Lucas for coming again. We have a match.